So we just got back from our latest family adventure, and boy, was this one incredible. And so we went to a secluded island, and no, it wasn't in Tahiti, and nor was it in Fiji. We're talking about one of the islands off the coast of Belize. And so in this week's video, we're gonna do a full recap of our family adventure at the beautiful Ray Caye Island Resort in Belize.
What's up YouTube? Trevi from the Adventure Buddies, the modern travel family, bringing you another video filled with tips, tricks, and inspiration to make sure you maximize your next family adventure, like we always do here at the Adventure Buddies.
So as we traveled down to Ray Caye Island, that was an adventure in itself. And so it started off going from LAX to Belize City, about a 5-hour flight with Alaskan Air. We didn't have enough time to catch the next flight because it was on a smaller flight, so we decided to stay in Belize City at a small resort called Riverbend Resort. This was a cute resort where we crossed a river to a small island. This island has cute little river cabanas, and so we had howler monkeys in the background. We were able to fish and catch some catfish, and then take a sunrise cruise in the morning before our next flight to Placencia.
So then in the morning, we hopped on our second flight with Tropic Air to Placencia. This plane was a 12-person small plane that didn't have a co-pilot, so I stepped in his place.
Once the boat arrived at the beautiful Ray Caye Island Resort, we headed to check-in. And then at check-in, they took us to our beautiful oceanfront villa that, boy, were we surprised. Not only did we each have our own room, one for Matt and I, but one for Jake and Gianna, but we each had our own deck and we each had our own private beach. It was stunning.
After we checked in, we instantly went to explore the island. Here we snorkeled around the beautiful coral reef, fished around the island, and then headed straight to the South Dock. Here at the South Dock was a 2-story dock, where you had two choices to either go down the slide or jump off of it, which is about 15 feet deep.
And so as Trevi mentioned, these rooms were absolutely incredible, but there were only a small number of rooms on the island. There are only 20 different villas for you to choose from, and so this is a very small secluded island. So much so, they actually offer the ability to rent out the entire island. So this video up here, you're gonna be able to learn out how you can rent out your own private secluded island here in Belize.
So then on day 2, me and Matt went on a private scuba diving trip where not only did we scuba with nurse sharks, but we actually learned how to spearfish. Here we spearfish for the lionfish, and then we fed them to the sharks. Check it out.
After Matt and Jake got back from scuba diving, we all headed back out on the boat. We went on a snorkeling trip to a different key, where here we got to swim with many different types of animals, such as the eagle ray, the loggerneck turtles, which is some of the biggest turtles I've ever seen, and sharks, particularly the nurse shark. But don't worry, those sharks are friendly. Check it out.
After a full day of adventures, we headed to dinner, and here we were surprised once again. The resort surprised us with a beautiful private dinner right on the beach with white twinkling lights, a 3-course meal, and it was perfect. And the dessert was definitely our favorite.
So then on our last day, me and my mom went on a fishing trip. On this fishing trip, we caught many snapper, barracuda, and needlefish. And the best part about it is that they cooked all the fish we caught up for dinner that night.
Then later that afternoon, we decided to take out the non-motorized watercrafts, which were the kayaks and the paddle boards, and my favorite, the Hobie Cat. This was a small sailboat that I actually got to learn how to sail, and even sailed 30 minutes out into the ocean to a small fisherman's island and back. Check it out. day, we decided to play a small game of volleyball and then headed back straight to the South Dock.
So there you guys have it, our full rundown of how we just maximize the entire adventure here on Ray Caye Island Resort. And so this was just an incredible family experience where we had the adventure, you had the luxury aspect, but you also had the small secluded feel of being on your own private island. So if you're looking for that next perfect summer getaway or island escape, we highly recommend you checking out Ray Caye Island Resort. If you want another video on the full review where it goes into more details on that resort, click the link above here. And while you're at it, please make sure to hit that big thumbs up, click that red subscribe button for more travel tips and adventures. And most importantly, remember, life's an adventure. Who you going around?